1045 The Team, 1045theteam.com. On the phone with UAlbany basketball standout Peter Hooley, who accepted the Inspiration Award at last night's Coaches vs. Cancer basketball. He accepted the award on behalf of him, on behalf of his family, on behalf of his mother, Sue, who lost her battle with colon cancer last January. Peter, your story's been known nationally. You left the team, you come back, help lead Albany to their third consecutive NCAA tournament. Last night when you make the speech, I'm curious, is this something that has gotten easier to talk about as time has gone on?
I wouldn't say it definitely gets easier. I would say you just get better at dealing with it, I would say. I think there's still many times where it's the hardest thing I'll ever have to go through, but I've been through so much and heard from so many people that to know it's helping people kind of makes you better at dealing with it. But there's definitely times where it are harder than others, but I'm surrounded by so many great people, which I can't thank them enough for.
Some of those great people that have been by your side constantly have been Coach Will Brown and his wife. They were with you again last night, and I don't think people realize when you're a coach at any level, but especially at the Division I level, your job is to be a coach on the floor. It's to be a recruiter. It's to be a guidance counselor, a tutor, a father figure, all of that. What has Will Brown and his wife meant to you through this whole process?
I mean, really, they've been a family for me over another side of the world, and I really could never thank them enough for what they've done. They've been there every step of the way, and Coach has been there for whatever I need, whether I need to take a couple of days off practice or even when I wanted to go home, he was so supportive. And same with Jamie, they've been in constant contact with my family back home as well. So they've been everything to me, and I'm pretty safe to say that if they weren't here, then there's no way I could have done it for the last 4 years.
Peter, you completed your undergraduate degree last year, so there were rumors of you not coming back to UAlbany this year to work on your master's so you were able to play. Is that a thought that you truly considered not coming back to UAlbany, or did all the support you had and the relationship you had with your teammates and Coach Brown, did that make it a no-brainer to come back for you?
Probably after my sophomore year, I was starting to think if I just get my degrees and stuff, I'll start the next chapter of my life after that. But literally after seeing all the support I had and how much the community embraced me here, and especially everything that the coach did and people like that, it turned out to be a no-brainer that I'm not really doing this as for me as much as I think I am, because I'm just doing it for everybody else as well. So I do love it here. I've had a tremendous time here, and I'm happy to give it back.
On the floor, you guys this year returned 4 starters and certainly a lot of expectations within the America East again. What's your hopes and dreams for this team? I've heard you say that you wanted to win 4 America East titles, and that's kind of in your grasp now. So what do you think about this year's squad?
I think we're going to be pretty good. I think this is one of the most talented teams I've been a part of since I've been here, especially the entire roster. We can all play, and I'm excited to see how it all comes together once official practice starts. But my goal's been the same as it is every year, to make sure the seniors go out right and to give these new guys a taste of something special by going to the tournament. So as great as it would be to win a 4th title for myself, I have these other motivations for everybody else on the team that I was trying to put first.
How is the team going to deal with the loss of Sam Rowley, and how are you going to deal with the loss of Sam Rowley as well? Because by all accounts, you guys are pretty joined at the hip and are best friends and everything. How weird is it going to be not playing with him?
It's going to be very different. I think we came in together, and I've played with him throughout my whole college career, so it's going to be adjustments for me as well. But I think we'll be good as a team to be able to everyone step up in what they have to do personally. I don't think we necessarily have to have someone come in and do what Sam did and try and cover the role themselves. I think we have enough players who can all do what they do best and chip in so we can all cover Sam's role. But it's going to be a big hole. He was one of the best players to ever wear an Albany jersey, so it's going to be an adjustment period, but I'm excited to see what we can do.
This summer, you got to play in the World University Games, got to represent your country, got to play for Australia. What was that like? What did that mean to you? And just what were your thoughts about that whole experience?
That was such a privilege for me. I think anytime anyone gets a chance to represent their country, it's an exciting time, and I was honored to have that opportunity, and I took it with both hands. And just to be a part of such an Olympic atmosphere with all the athletes that we under one village, going to see all these other countries compete in sports that sometimes I've never heard of and stuff like that was really unreal. And the basketball was great, and we played some pretty strong teams. The France team was one of the strongest teams I've ever played the last 5 years of all my college basketball, which was tough. But I learned so much and got to experience some countries that I maybe would never have the chance to as well. So I was pretty blessed to have that opportunity.
One can see by looking at your Twitter page that you're a big cricket fan. I'm curious if you've gotten into American sports like baseball in your last 4 years being here.
It's funny, I never got into baseball for the whole 4 years until like probably the last couple of months. Well, I've been told by Blake Metcalf that I have to be a Cubs fan if I'm going to do that. So apparently they're playing all right. So I'm
they are playing all right, so you're okay.
Well. Yeah, that's all. I'm happy to stay a Cubs fan then if they're going to keep doing well.
Well, the Cubs, that's a good bandwagon to get on. They haven't won the World Series in almost or in more than 100 years. So you're getting in at the ground floor and can help bring them to the top.
That sounds good to me. I'll jump on it for sure.
And we had Will Brown on our station earlier this week, and he playfully said he gets asked about Joe Cremo all the time, but he's a local product, and we like to hear about how Joe's doing. What are your earliest impressions of Joe on the court?
I mean, he's a competitor. You don't really often see a freshman come in and take it up to the senior guys and go at them all the time. So that's terrific to see, and you can tell he just loves the game. And it's hard to find that. You see guys who say they love the game, but don't put the work in, and Joe definitely does. And it's going to be interesting to see how he adjusts to the whole Division I grind. I keep telling him it's an extremely long year, so just make sure you're there every step of the way. And I know he comes to me when he needs to, and I'll help him every step of the way. But he's obviously we know how good he can play. I followed him for the last 2 years. He's a terrific player and he's a terrific competitor. So he's definitely going to have a great 4 years here.
UAlbany basketball star Peter Hooley on the phone with us, 104.5 The Team, 104.5theteam.com, accepted the Inspiration Award at last night's Coaches versus Cancer basketball. Peter, congratulations, and really best of luck to you and your family as you continue to move forward, and best of luck to the Great Danes. We'll be talking to you again soon.
Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.